Today we are going to discuss about the history chapter, the establishment of the company rule. As you know, in previous classes we have finished one chapter in school only, that was the when, where and how. And I request you nicely, properly you read that chapter, and whatever question answer I gave you, you memorize them. And let me discuss about the second chapter, the establishment of the company. The establishment of the company, chapter 2. Just we are going to discuss. Introduction is there. The Mughal Empire was founded by Babur. In India, the Babur, he founded the Mughal Empire in 1526. And it went to itself full glory under the Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb. And after Aurangzeb, the Mughal emperor began to decline, and by 1761, Mughal emperor stated only in name. Bengal, Awadh and Hyderabad were the successor state of the Mughal empire. Then, in the year of that, the English came in India. The English came as a trader in India to do the trade. But their aim was to establish the empire or kingdom in India. What is mercantilism? In 17th and 18th century, European rulers started protecting their country trade from foreign competition, increase trade. They want to increase their trade profit. This policy is known as mercantilism. Then, coming of English in India. When East India Company came in India, it was totally private company run by board of director, formed on 31st December 1600. In 1608, Captain Hawkins arrived in the court of Jahangir to set up trade center at Surat, but he did not grant his permission. He was unsuccessful. Then in 1615, Thomas Roe, an ambassador of James I, came to India and obtained permission from Jahangir to establish their factories at Agra, Ahmedabad, Baroda, etc. by 1619. At the same time, Europeans found big demand for fine quality handlooms of Indian textiles in Europe. The next step is the conquest of Bengal. Gradually, the British started to establish their empire, and they reached in Bengal. They tried to conquest of Bengal. After the Battle of Plassey, the defeat of English at the hand of Sirajuddaula provoked the British to conspiracy to replace the Nawab when the British defeated on the hand of Sirajuddaula, they want to change the Nawab. Robert Clive, along with Mir Jafar and other dissatisfied factions of the Sirajuddaula, made plan against the Nawab. Sirajuddaula. The Nawab army remained inactive and Sirajuddaula was captured by the company and put to death. Mir Jafar was the Nawab of Bengal, just like a puppet on the hands of company. This marks the beginning of political supremacy of the English East India Company. Now, a small glance on the Battle of Buxar in 1764. In the Battle of Buxar, fought between British East India Company and Mir Jafar, the Nawab of Bengal, with the alliance of Shah Alam II Sujauddaulah. The reason was that the misuse of free trade by the company officials. The Battle of Buxar exposed the weakness of Indian army to the Europeans. The British government completely financial control over the Bengal and sorted out the British financial problem. Then today is up to this much. I have given you, and this chapter first you read yourself, then you watch this video, again once more you read, and whatever question answer I have supplied, you do that question answer and wait for the next video. Bye bye.